Just tell us the difference between the creator and the magician. Just so.
Well, one's good at showcasing the magic, and the other one is good at actually developing it. Because I know some brilliant, performers in the industry, who can, really convince you. A guy like Chris Angel, for just to draw an example, he's really good at the sort of like camera presence, and he has the look and he has everything like that. But there's guys like that who haven't designed a magic trick a day in their life. They just can't come up with it, but they can deliver it.
Okay.
So
just like a singer can.
Yeah, a singer
write a song,
right,
but they
can sing it.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the voice, but
right.
they can't really write.
So, you're the creator? Then?
I'm a creator performer.
Okay. You're both.
Yeah,
okay.
I actually think I'm a better performer than creator, but whatever.
All right. So let's see your magic.
All right, cool. Yeah, so we'll do some card magic right here. You play cards at all, or?
Not too much.
Not too much. All right, cool.
Only like when I used to play in the casino.
All right, cool. But you can see deck of cards here, and you can see for real, like they're genuinely all there, and they're all different. Yeah, just normal deck of cards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. So here's the idea. You ever seen those guys like on TV where they like, or like a stage magician where they make something sort of like vanish from one stage and like it appears on the other side?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, things like that, right? So I guess we can explore that sort of principle for a second. So I'm gonna have you choose a card for me, but so here we can you could just go ahead and just touch it for me. That one right there.
Yes.
You sure you want that one? You want to change it?
No, that one.
That's the one right there. Okay, great. So we have the Queen of Spades. Good card. All right. So So with the queen right here, and you can check that card out, make sure it's just a playing card, right? Everything's all good with that? Just a playing card, so you can see that just there for these guys at home. And so the idea is that we're going to try to make this queen sort of vanish from the deck, all right? That's the idea. So we'll try this out. So the idea is that, the thing needs to vanish first, and then it appears somewhere, all right? So here, we'll give this a shot. Ready? You can see.
You see that smoke?
You can see that looks like that visually goes, yeah. Now, what was the card again? It was the queen, yes? Yeah. We put it back into the deck. Now, hopefully, if we check now, we have the queen of clubs just there, yeah? But if we... We have a jack, queen of diamonds, queen of hearts, but... That is genuinely gone, yeah? We don't see it.
No.
Alright. That's because, here, we'll do this, ready? Yeah, just there. I think there's a playing card now. You can see one card, nothing else in there, yeah? And that is...
That's neat, that's neat.
Yeah, you can see the exact moment that goes over, right?
So keep this here?
I mean, yeah, so, but there is a problem with this trick, right? Do you see the problem with the trick? Or do you see the problem with the trick? So the problem with the trick, right? The reason, so the thing is, right? When we watch magic, there's certain things that is expected, but it's not really specified in the beginning. So the thing is, right? The way that if I was in you guys' position, this is what I would be thinking. I'd be thinking like, how does that work, right? I'd be trying to come up with an explanation for it, right? And so one of the explanations for it is one of the shortcomings of this one trick, really, taking a card and making it appear in your pocket, is you never really say that the card is going to your pocket, right?
So nobody looking for that.
Right, exactly. So you don't really say the exact place that the actual card is going to appear, right? You just sort of like say, oh, the card's gone, and then it appears in the pocket, right? So if you were to sort of say like this principle was actually real, we would have to prove it another way, right? So you know what? Here, we'll take it a step further. Here, I'm gonna put this onto the table for now, so you guys can watch that, make sure that is genuinely okay. All right. So what's your name again? Dean, right? Dean. Nice to meet you, man. Cool. So Dean, here's the idea. We're gonna try to sort of like the same thing, but we're gonna take it a step further to prove that it is actually happening. All right. So here we'll try this out. So You know what? Like you chose the card, but this time, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll just I'll just have you just say stop on the card. It'll be better. So just I'm gonna riffle down so the camera can see it as well, and you just say stop as well.
So
Right there, excellent. So we have the card right here. We have this one. Okay, cool. So you have the nine of hearts, right? You can see nine of hearts in the deck. Okay, great. And you know what? This time you take the deck for me. So you hold on to the deck. And so you know what? We'll even make this more fair. We'll do it a piece at a time. Ready? Watch. You can see. Hold on to that for me. Yeah. And you know what? Here. So there's a moment right now. There's a moment where the piece is gonna vanish, just like before. See if you can see it right. Right there. That's where the piece is gone.
and I'm sitting there and I watching them.
Right, and you can see the exact.
I'm close up and I
yeah.
didn't see where that went.
And the piece is genuinely gone. Yes, genuinely gone. Now, I told you that we had a target. Yeah, and it was out in the open. So, in the beginning, I could have 52 different pockets, and I just reached into the one that had, the right card, right? But this is what we're focusing on right now. So look, if we take out the gum, you can see that this gum isn't tampered with, right? You can see none of them are open yet, right? Everything all good. So like there isn't a sort of way that I can sort of like tamper with it or like do anything funny, just so like nothing is open with it, right? But I think what we can do actually is like this little with the little bubble little bubble blister packets right here. I think we can get this to work. Ready? So watch. I think just this middle section right here, we can make this work. Ready? Watch. Just there.
That's a piece of the card.
And you know what? You can go ahead and then check that out. Make sure that is genuinely what it appears to be.
Oh,
now,
I'm gonna check it out. Open it.
Now look. Can you
That's
see?
a nine of hearts. That was the piece from
Now
that.
you have a piece missing, yeah? Now do examine this now, because that is completely sealed, yes? Inside the gum wrapper now. Look, yeah. Do check it, make sure. Yeah. That is genuinely a piece of a playing card inside the seal.
Yeah, I see
Genuinely,
that.
right?
Yeah.
You can see that. And that hasn't been opened yet. Right? So technically this is like an impossible image right now. Because there's no way that a piece of a playing card can get inside an unopened blister packet with no slits or cuts or anything around there. Yeah? So, do me a favor. There's only one way that we can actually know that this is the actual piece of the card, though. Right? Do me a favor. Can you pop that open for me? Yeah, and make sure they see. Yeah. Yeah, slowly. So you can see, genuinely, that's the piece just there, yes? And you can open that up. And does that absolutely match up? Does that absolutely match?
See? You see it?
Yeah, hold it up to them, make sure. Is that genuinely the piece?
This piece fits exactly.
So you know that is genuinely the piece I just had in my
So I
my
can
hand
have
a
the
while
gum.
ago. Yeah, you can have the gum, yeah. Pretty cool. But now we're kind of messed up, aren't we? Because we have a playing card just here that's missing a piece, right? Yeah. But you know what? We can try this out. Can you like try to straighten that out for me and do check for me and make sure that is just a playing card, right? Yeah, just a playing card. I think I can sort of stand up for this so you can see it better. So look, little piece right here. You can see if we can get this to work. Ready? So watch the piece. Ready? Can you see the piece?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And you can see for real, genuinely, that piece just sort of.
I hope the gum don't disappear.
You can see that genuinely fixes itself. You can see for real, yeah? And that is
The nine of hearts.
genuinely done.
That's pretty cool.
So you ever did a magic and it didn't work? You ever did something and it didn't work?
Yeah, well, okay, so I will say most of my shows, it doesn't go exactly to plan, but you as a performer as well, you can jazz it. The audience doesn't know what is coming,
Yeah.
so you can always jazz the ending or like get out of it, and that's where just experience comes. But I think,
It's like when you say that you forget a line in a song,
yeah,
and you just go straight through.
right. So yeah, it's the same thing in magic. They don't know where the ending is, or they don't know what the actual, where how the thing is supposed to look anyway. So if you're a confident performer, you can always just jazz it, and the show is your own. So
Yes.
that's just where experience comes from. So I think lately, no, I can always save it. I'm just experienced on stage enough to save it.
So, with I saw a little smoke coming up, so that was like a little distraction.
That's genuinely the card vanishing. Yes.
So, I planning to have a little magic show here, Dean. I invite him to do a little magic show here in the studio with the audience, and we'll let you all know when Johnny will be here. He performs up to an hour. In 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, if you hire me for a party just to do like close-up magic, that like what you just saw, I'll do an hour and a half. Yeah, just go around your party. Yeah.
And besides that, what else do you do? Besides just magic?
Yeah, magic is it's a 24/7 career for me. I mean, if I'm not directly working on a project, if I'm not writing for a television show, I'm not consulting for a movie or something like that, I'm in my studio designing my own thing.
Okay.
I always subject myself to working on at least 10 ideas at once. So in my notebooks it's just really hectic of just ideas. I want to put a cell phone in a bottle. I want to read someone's mind. I want to change a ringtone on someone's phone. I want to make a card appear in a gum packet. I want to change a bottle of water into a bottle of beer or whatever it is. So. And I'm always crunching these ideas. It's a never-ending,
That was
relentless.
Awesome. That was awesome. That simple little thing there. So imagine all the different things, and it's kind of a deception too, right? You said.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of psychology. It's a lot of just knowing how people perceive the world around them and working around that. So you can, and there's also figuring out, really how I get my inspiration is I would look at some designing this trick, I would literally look at a gum packet and be like, okay, so what are the principles of this? What can we work with? How is it? And just mess around and see what you can come up with.
Since we don't have much magicians here on the island, you ever consider doing like a magic academy and get our young people, just like how you cite yourself and you knew right away at 17 that's what you wanted to do.
Right.
You probably got some young people here that would do that, and in a sense it helped you with your self-esteem. Didn't it?
A lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is that something to look at, and to just get a academy and start it here. I mean, they could branch out and go off, and like you say, you do it right here and be able to provide the material to your clients without leaving here.
Right. Yeah.
So they could just work right here, and it's just something to you should think about. Johnny Daemon, Magic Academy.
Right. Yeah. So I never had a teacher or a book or anything to go by from my career. So the thing is, there's so much different genres of of performing in the same way that music has your country, your rap, your rock, all these things. Magic has the same thing. No two magicians are alike, and that's why I think guys like Blaine and Penn and Teller put us whenever we're working on different shows. He would get a card guy, he'll get a guy like me, he'll get a stage illusionist, and he'll get a mind reader and a hypnotist all in one room to crunch one idea. And so the thing is, even though we're all magicians really, I can look at something that he's doing and have no idea how he's doing it, and he can look at what I'm doing and he has no idea how I'm doing it. Like, magicians don't really know how each other's stuff is done. Like, most people think like all magicians know how all magic tricks are done, and that's just not the case. In the same way
their own style.
Yeah, in the same way that a country singer can't rap in a rap artist can't do country music. It's the same thing.
Yes.
So, but the thing is, if you bring a country artist and a hip hop artist together to collaborate on a song, that's something brand new is gonna come out of that, and that's what guys like Blaine and Dynamo
You know,
love to do. They love to get
I guess those
different
are,
minds together.
Those are magicians out there in the world, and only people in the industry would recognize the name. So
Yeah.
well, it's nice that you
Absolutely. Yeah,
mention them.
the best magicians that I know, you would never know who they are. Like they're guys who literally they've never even done a minute of television or like.
Or they just stay in the
they don't-
background and
yeah,
produce.
they
produce.
Yeah, they never even done a show, and they're the best magicians in the world to me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you like that, Dean?
Still trying to figure it out.
I ain't gonna try. I just enjoy it because it has to be a method to it, and it'll take
Oh, yeah,
the
there's
fun.
always- there's
it'll
always a
take the
method to the
fun and
madness.
the mystery out of it to try and figure it out.
Mhm.
But thank you
Thank
for
you
sharing your
so
time.
much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You
You
for
too, Dean.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
And thank you all for watching New Attitude, our magic show, and Mr. Daemon.
Daemon.
Cheers.